another thing that's come out this week is a petition. J.C. Treader and several of the NFLPA people have said that they want to play on all grass fields, ban turf fields from the NFL. Now, you played on both, FedEx Field and natural grass, and then in Minnesota, that was one of the first turf fields with the Metrodome, one of the older turf fields. So do you have a preference, and do you think this is a realistic thing these players can fight for?
Yes, it is. Grass and grass only. If it's God's game, God gave us grass to play on it. It's nothing softer than hitting grass. I don't care if it's snow on the ground, rain on the ground, what it is. Injuries, a lot of non-contact injuries happen on turf. All right, that's telling you the cleats are getting stuck in the turf. That's why one thing I mastered in was I started to wear soccer cleats. When I played on turf, I only wear soccer cleats because they don't have the one big tooth at the front of the cleat that gets stuck. It helped me glide across the grass, but I think that's something that should have been done 10, 12 years ago. I'm sorry, it's just unhealthy. It's unhealthy. Artificial anything. If you wouldn't put something artificial in your body, why would you play on something artificial?
Don't you think it would cost the NFL a lot of money to change all the stadiums to grass?
Cry the NFL a river. They don't make but $1 billion every 3 days.
I agree with you.
What state? We only have about 5 or 6 states. Like Atlanta has no business with a fake grass in their stadium anyway. They down south. You got Seattle. You got Buffalo. You got and Green Bay shows Buffalo. Yes, you can be a nasty weather place and still play on grass. So you can play anywhere in the NFL, I think, on natural grass.
It's crazy, and I agree with you, but are the owners going to agree with it? That's the problem.
Yeah, they will, because, the players don't ask for much, but when they do ask, they usually get the players what they want.
As everybody knows, we are talking to former Commanders and Vikings cornerback Fred Smoot. So, Fred, your opinion, you are a cornerback, and honestly, I want to know the truth. From your top 5 corners right now in the NFL, from top to bottom.
Just had this talk. I was going back and forth. Of course, Darius Slay, most definitely. Slay is having one of those years. Trayvon Diggs. Sauce Gardner. I got to put the Sauce up there. I have to put the Sauce up there. I'm a big Marcus Peters fan, but I haven't been making a lot of plays this year. Jair Alexander. So I'm 3 deep, right?
Yeah, that's 4. That's 4.
That's 4. So I got one more. Derek Stingley has quietly having a very good year himself. But I would go Tariq Woodland, Seattle.
He's had a good season, too.
2 rookies. Wow.
2 rookies.
Yeah, I got 2 rookies in, and I knew they'll be special coming out. I knew Sauce was going to be special. I didn't think he was going to be this damn good, because the only thing I want to see with Sauce is what happens after he get beat, because he never get beat in college. All right, so he never gave up a touchdown. So I don't worry about a corner giving up a touchdown. What happens next? And that's what I want to see. But now I see he has the swag to get the job done. And Tariq Woodland is a freak.
They were showing the numbers of Jalen Ramsey his first 10 games and Sauce Gardner his first 9 games. His numbers. Sauce Gardner's numbers are light years better than Jalen Ramsey. And Jalen Ramsey was really, for the last 6-7 years, has been the best corner in football, everybody says. And he's not having a season right now. He's not. They have not looked good. But I don't think it's age. I just think this defense is it's not as fast as it was last year. And maybe it's Von Miller. I don't think it was Von Miller. Maybe
Super Bowl hangover. It's fast rat's disease. Once a rat get fat, it don't move that much no more.
Here's the thing. The Rams don't have draft picks for the next 2 years. I mean, they've traded away practically their whole draft class this coming year and next year. So what are they going to do?
You got free agency. You got guys that you can get in this league. You got guys that you can get for the Chiefs.
They just gave Aaron Donald a lot of money. They gave Jalen Ramsey a lot of money. They got to pay Matthew Stafford, by the way, unless they're going to go after Lamar Jackson. I said that yesterday. Matthew Stafford's a free agent this year. Do you re-sign him after what you've seen with his arm and you're hearing arm problems, or do you go after a Lamar Jackson if he becomes available?
you just said the magic word. We ain't got no draft picks. We have no other. We have to re-sign Matthew Stafford. All right. And actually, come on, that's a pipe dream. If you think you're going to get Lamar Jackson, first of all, Baltimore does better business than that. Eventually the Ravens will sign him. The Ravens don't let their cornerstone guy go. They are lifers once they're part of Baltimore. And no, they're stuck with Matthew Stafford.
Here's the reason why I think Lamar Jackson might not sign with the Baltimore Ravens. He is his own agent. And after what he has seen Kyler Murray get and Aaron Rodgers got and all these other guys, and even though his season has been up and down all year, and if Baltimore makes the playoffs or they don't make the playoffs, the Ravens are going to try to point their fingers on Lamar Jackson. You're a one-dimensional player. You're this, you're that. We're not giving you that kind of money, or we're not giving you guaranteed money. I have a feeling. I know what you're going to say, Fred. I have a feeling Lamar Jackson, unless they franchise him and then trade him, which they could do that. They could absolutely do that. I don't think he'll be a Raven next year. I really don't. And I don't think John Harbaugh is going to be there next year either.
What? Are you just hoping these things? Or do you got any validity to your fact finding? Like, no, he's going to be. You know why he's a Raven? Because they've already built the offense that only fits him.
They did.
And he would be a fool to divorce them, and they'll be a fool to divorce him. It's a marriage. It's a perfect marriage. I always told people like this. And people don't believe in quarterback face. Like, quarterbacks are usually attractive dudes, all right? Like, very attractive dudes. And it's only a couple of cities that can win with ugly quarterbacks, and that's Pittsburgh and Baltimore, all right? And that's where it's at. All right? That's it.
Oh, what are you trying to say? Lamar Jackson's ugly?
No. I'm just saying on the quarterback face scale, he wouldn't be Dan Marino. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you can't think about it. Like Pittsburgh, being Roethlisberger, you're not attractive, dude.
Well, that's
Stewart, not an attractive dude.
Well, that's why Ben was doing things at clubs.
You crazy, man. You crazy, man.
All right, my question is, during your career, both the teams you played for, the Commanders and Vikings, one teammate that you have a funny story of in your encounter with them on both teams.
Oh, funny. All right. When I played for Washington, I don't know if y'all remember Big Darryl Gardner, D-tackle from Baylor. Mm-hmm. Big dude. Mm-hmm. We traded for him like 3 weeks into the season, and he got there on like a Tuesday, which is an off day. Wednesday, the players, we got there. We got to meet him. And after practice, I go home, and I get a knock on my door. And I open the door, and it's Darryl Gardner, and he got a bag with him. And I don't know if y'all know Darryl. Darryl is every bit of 6'6", 330 pounds, numbered muscle. Just very intimidating man. So Darryl practically moved in my house without my permission. All right? I'm so scared. I'm waking up cooking them breakfast. I'm like, I'm almost his woman. He done moved in my house. So I go to practice like a week later after he'd been in my house a week. And I talked to Coach Gill. And I'm like, Coach Gill, you got to get this dude out of my house. And Coach like, hey, just because he had started playing real good. He was like, no, just let him chill there. I was like, man, I'm a prisoner at my own house. So yeah. Basically, a D-tackle came and took my house for like 4 weeks.
Fred,
took it.
Fred, you are a great personality, man. You really are. You should have your own radio show. You really should. But
well, I do all the radio and TV for the team, post-game, pre-game shows, do all that. But eventually, I have my own show to let me just be Fred Smoot,
Well, I think you're Fred Smoot, man. You're Fred the damn Smoot. How's that sound?
That does it with me.
The damn Smoot. But
first of his name.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. If they're looking for another, character in that TV show, you would be great in blonde hair.
I would, right? It'll look good, but I still want to make sure I keep like black facial hair,
But we really appreciate you joining us, and we would love to get you on again. Your personality, everything. As the season underlines, and maybe we'll get into watching your NFC East just fall apart. We can come back to this and go back and forth like we were doing on this show.
Well, actually,
you know what? The reason I'm gonna tell you is the NFC East is just so much better than the AFC. What you're talking about? We are the only division in football, the oldest division in football, and the only one with every team has won a Super Bowl. And we have multiple Super Bowls over here. We are the highest, some of the richest franchises in the NFL. We are the cities of the NFL. And you want to tell me about a team, the Miami Dolphins, who hasn't won a Super Bowl since Don Shula was here. You're talking about
Don't do it.
The Jets haven't run since Joe Willie named it. The Bills don't even know how it feels to win a Super Bowl.
Yep.
And you telling me that's what the NFL is supposed to be afraid of? And I'm going to tell you this. The Super Bowl picks, here goes the Super Bowl pick. This is playing in the Super Bowl. The 49ers of San Francisco versus the Baltimore Ravens. There go your Super Bowl.
And you know what my pick was before the season started? Speedy, tell them.
Bills and 49ers was his
Bills
pick.
and 49ers.
The Ravens was actually my pick at the start of the season. I'm a little less on it now. I'm a little worried about their defense, but if they get back into form, I think they can do it.
So I'm just we're on almost the same way with the Bees. So there you go. But I still like Buffalo. I think when they get healthy, I don't know what's going on with Josh Allen's arm or shoulder, his elbow, but if somehow he gets back to the groove, I still think Buffalo has the talent, and White will be back, and that cornerback room is going to be even better when he comes back. So
yeah, but they can't run the ball, and when they get cold, it's all about keep away. You just watch the Washington football team run the ball down the throat of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's how you stop Josh Allen. Make him watch the game with the rest of the fans, and this is what's going to happen when they play Baltimore. Baltimore going to chew the clock up, going to score on their drives, play good defense, and Buffalo will be at home yet again wondering when is the Bill Mafia ever going to get a Super Bowl, and they'll be jumping through tables, not just regular tables. I'm talking about tables from Fred Dollar Store.
Yeah, and you mentioned they have no Super Bowls. All 4 of their losses was to the NFC East.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Congratulations.
You both are NFC East lovers, okay? Give me a break. Fred, we love you. Thank you for joining us. We'll get you on soon, as we were just talking.
Anytime, brother. Thank you.